Welcome to this course on company settings. Essentially, the company settings are where we define your business, the business upon which you're going to manage your employees, and in this case, recruit candidates for. In the initial module of this course, we took you through the out-of-the-box solution. Just confirming, when you first provision or take on the Recruit Complete solution, we provide you with a base setup. The base setup comes with default workflows, notification templates, essentially the ability to start using your system from day one to recruit candidates, to allocate those candidates to jobs, and as a contingent labour business, generate invoices and payroll. So what we're going to do in this course is we're actually going to take you through how we configure the solution that we deliver to you when you first become a customer or user of the Recruit Complete solution. So the first thing we're going to do now then is set up our company settings. To that end, we're going to create the graphical elements so that your system is personalized for your particular business. So again, you engage as a customer with us, so we typically will ask you for your branding elements. If you don't have them, we maybe just go to your website and grab them from there and create the elements that will work for you to personalize the solution. So I've already done that in this case, and we've created some, we've got a couple of PNG files that we've created here of the right sizes, and we're going to bring them into the system as you see here. So we'll choose a file and we'll choose our banner, and then these are the banner profiles that we've got. We've got a coloured logo, we've got a white logo, and that'll become a bit more obvious why we do that in a moment. And the one we want here is our navigation banner. You'll see in a moment how these graphical elements are represented once we've brought them into the system, so we'll do that. And of course, as you can see here, you can change these elements as often as you want, as often as you see fit. So grab our logo. It's the white logo that I want, hence you can't see that very well. And then your banner profile. So we'll change your banner profile as well. Now, you'll see in a moment how these represent themselves, so bear with me. And then the final step in terms of creating our personalized view of our Recruit Complete solution, in this case Squirrel Talent's platform, we will customize our color themes, which look after the bold colors and also a lot of the menu options and so forth. So we'll go to our customized theme. I like to use the hex number, so I'll key that in now. Whoops. And then the screen will refresh, and now we can see how our system is representing itself. So now when I go back to, say, my personal profile, this is the banner that I can see across here. This is the banner that we created in our banner template, and then our logo. And that's why we use the white logo, so that represented properly on your left-hand banner. So we've got our personalized view. Now remember that you might use this, and a number of our customers do so. They use the banner to present information, maybe some promotion, maybe some specific messaging you want to get to the users of your system. You use that by changing your banners. And again, your account administrators can do that by coming back to my company settings and updating the banner as we see here. So now that we've got those graphical elements determined, we go through and define the rest of our company settings. So we edit this. Again, we'll just update it. It's reasonably straightforward. So recruitment, how many employees do you have? What year were you incorporated? Email address, phone. Country's important because we default a lot of systems based on your country. Number here is important because we're going to represent your company number on your invoice. So when you generate invoices, it's important that you do that. Finance email address, finance account. They are not relevant in most cases. They are used in some cases by finance companies where you are factoring your invoices. We talk separately about factoring invoices in a later model, but so here we're saying that we're only going to accept job applications from certain countries. So that means that when a person applies for a job, if their mobile phone number is not of those country codes, then we can automatically reject their application, take them to a specific part in the workflow, and they will be notified in the manner that you deem appropriate using what we call notification templates. Again, we're going to cover that in a subsequent training video. But for the moment, it's quite simple. We're just defining our graphical elements, a little bit of detail about the business. Here we're defining our bank account. So what is the bank account? Now the bank account form automatically modifies itself depending on the country that we entered in the prior form. So in other words, if I put in, just to show you, if I put in New Zealand here, then the bank account form changes because of course bank account numbers are different. Likewise UK, Singapore. So depending on the country you enter in here, your bank account form will modify itself dynamically to represent your country's bank account codes. So we're gonna put in our name. That's the name of our bank account number. And the type. So this is the concept of direct and factored. You have the ability, and this may be useful for your business. A lot of recruitment companies use invoice factoring. By that means that they finance their payroll. When they raise an invoice, the invoice is sent to their factoring company. The factoring company pays the invoice and then collects the monies directly from the customer. So in that case, you would use, if you were doing that, you would have a factored account, and that means that this account will be the account of your finance company, and they will receive the funds directly. So let's keep it simple for the moment and say you're handling your payments directly to your own account, so it's a direct bank account. Also, when you generate your invoices, you might want to put a sort of a tagline at the bottom of your invoices. So we do that by a footer. So again, this is quite useful if you're doing factoring, because maybe you want to point them out that they've got to pay your finance company for the invoice rather than you directly. So it's an opportunity for you to explain on the bottom of your invoice something about your business and in particular about the invoice. Find 14 point is probably the best point size when you are defining text for invoices. Secondly, that you're going to post ads to your jobs board and other jobs boards depending on your posting model. And of course you want to celebrate your business, so you can then talk about something about your business here. So this is a description of your business. When jobs are posted, the business description is displayed as well here. So take some time and really celebrate your business here. And then likewise, you can also embed a video if you want to here. And I've got a nice sort of video that I use for fun. If you want to watch it, it's a bit of a fun video. It's not really relevant at all to what we're talking about, but it's a squirrel chasing a nut. So a bit of fun. But the point is, if you have any videos about your business, maybe your chief executive is talking about your business, why working at Squirrel Talent would be a good idea, then you can load your video in here. And then of course, when the candidates come to view the jobs, they're going to see a video about your business. So here we go. So we'll save that now, and we have defined the company settings. So again, let's just recap. The banners, and they can be changed as often as you want. The banners are what control the user experience. It's always a good opportunity to celebrate your business. These banners, they turn up at the top of every contact or candidate's profile. That's an opportunity for you to send messages, send a particular content, maybe promote a particular item. You can do so by changing your banners out. And then of course we've got our general information about the business, and in particular the company in the video is what candidates will see when they apply for jobs from your jobs board. That's going to become more obvious to you later. And then of course what we did talk about, some other settings. If you want to limit candidates from particular countries based on their mobile phone, you can do so. Don't fret, there are plenty of ways in which we can automatically vet candidates, and we're going to have a lot of fun describing that to you as we go through this course. This is the bank account that we want to generate onto our invoices so that your debtors know where to make payments. Remember, we talked about the fact that you can have direct accounts or factored accounts. Factored accounts are really where a third party is paying your invoice and you're funding your payroll. If that's the case, then you use the factored option, and the factored bank account turns up on your invoices. It's important to note the reason we have two types, direct and bank, because you can add both. So I can now add another one called a factored. The reason we do that is because you might only want to factor some customers and not other customers. So it depends on your particular cash flow situation. You can even factor some jobs within some customers. So there's a tremendous amount of flexibility. We'll cover that kind of complexity a little later in this course. Invoice footer, so if you wanted to talk about your business, say something on the bottom of all your invoices, you have the option of doing it here. Now note too that when in our text boxes, we've got text editor options, so you can put bullet points, you can insert graphics. It really is pretty comprehensive what you can do. Here we've got our company details, so we talk about our company, and that information is going to represent itself on our jobs when we post our jobs on our jobs board. Likewise, a video that candidates can view when they're looking at those jobs that you're publishing on your jobs board. So there is the company settings. In the next videos, we're going to take you through setting up your company. Now, by that we mean the places of work and the positions that people work in your business. We're going to be doing that because we control the organizational hierarchy and the reporting relationships, and that becomes fundamental to the workflows that we're also going to take you through that we built for you as part of your out-of-the-box Recruit Complete solution. So hopefully you enjoyed this short course and you now understand how we managed to represent the solution that you're now using in the context of your branding. Thank you very much.